Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Shalmali Gadge from MBA Department, Kekewa College, Nasik. Through this video, I'm going to cover chapter 3rd of Economics from semester 1, that is Supply and Market Equilibrium. As you are aware that the basic function of producer is to produce goods and services which are offered for sale in the market. There are two types of market force, demand and supply. Therefore, study of supply is equally important as demand is. The term supply indicates the relationship between price and quantity supplied. So through this video, we are going to cover in few concepts of supply. So we are going to cover following concepts. So we are going to cover following concepts: supply, determinant of supply, supply function, law of supply, and others. So let's understand what is supply. Supply means quantity offered for sale by producer at a particular price in a particular time period. So this is a definition of supply. Now let's understand determinant of supply. Following are the determinant of supply: production technology, cost of a factor, climatic condition, means of a transport, taxation, political disturbance, means agreement among the producer, price of substitute, seller's price, expectation, objective of a firm. These are the different type of determinant of market supply. Okay, even there are natural conditions too. Now let's understand supply function. Supply function identify immediate determinant of a supply of all the goods. Supply function is merely the mathematical relationship. This is the equation in front of you. Now let's understand law of supply. Law of supply is if other things remain same, that is when price of commodity, let's go back one step back. When the other thing remains same, with the price of commodity will increase, the supply of commodity will also increase. This is defined, this is nothing but a positive relationship between supply and price. For the example which I have mentioned here, that is just a fictitious example, but it gives you a clear idea. When the price per unit is 10 rupees, then the quantity supplied is 100 units. If it is increases, that is 40 per unit price, then quantity increases by 400. Okay, and chalo, let's move to next one. Sorry. Now, when the increase and decrease in supply, these two diagrams explain you. These are the self-explanatory. All the increase and decrease in supply. Increase in supply refers to the rise in the supply to a given commodity due to favorable changes in other factors such as decrease in the price, decrease in the tax, technological upgradation, etc. So the price remains same. In the second diagram, it is discussed how the demand is increases from D to D1 and supply it changes from S to S1. Okay, now let's talk about elasticity of a supply, which is a main important part. Elasticity of a supply, this equation itself explains percentage change in the quantity supplied and percentage change in the price. Elasticity of a supply changes. I'll give you one example here. Price of a commodity is X rupees. We'll go back. Price of a commodity is X, for X is 10 rupees, and then other functions are mentioned. Now if we calculate the elasticity of a supply, it will come as a 1 if you calculate it. So here comes the commodity having unitary elasticity. There are actually different types, 5 different types of elasticity or kind of elasticity, that is perfectly inelastic, less elastic, supply, unitary elastic. Just now we have a talk about ES is equal to 1, and perfectly elastic supply. So here the equation differs and the actual calculation changes. Here ES is equal to 0 in case of zero elasticity or perfectly inelastic supply. In case of ES is equal to infinite, that is perfectly elastic supply. Unitary elastic supply, where the ES is equal to 1, which we have seen in the previous slide. Then elasticity of a supply, or and inelasticity of a supply. Okay. Now, determinant of a price is a most significant function as every economic activity is measured. This diagram is self-explanatory. Demand and supply curve has been shown. So, there are 5 different questions I would like to ask. Is there any difference between stock and supply? Definitely, stock is different and supply is different. Stock and supply is different. Stock refer to entire quantity of commodity, and supply is, we can say, a part of it. Stock depend upon the production, while the supply is depend upon stock as well as the price. Stock exceeds supply. Stock is a static concept, but supply is a flow concept. Price, second question is, price is the only determinant of supply? Elaborate. So you need to mention that determinant of a supply. In the third slide we have talked about more than 10 different types of determinant, which covers natural condition, export, import, infrastructure, future, price, taxation, government policy, state of technology, cost, price. So price is not the single determinant of supply. Third question is, the backward sloping supply curve shows as inverse relationship between supply of labor and wage rate. So the diagram which just now I have shown you previous slide, demand and supply curve, that you can refer. Explain various types of price elasticity of a supply or kinds. There are 5 different type of elasticity of a supply. I have just mentioned the name and the formula, but you need to mention the diagram also in the examination, from examination point of view. And last question, which is equally important, state and explain law of supply. What are the assumption of these laws? There are different assumption when we talk about the supply, because supply is flow concept. So there are 7 different assumption. First is, no change in the state of technology, no change in the price of factor, no change in number of firm, no change in the objective, no change in seller expectation, no change in the taxation policy, no change in price of substitute goods. All these are the assumption of this law. Okay, thank you.